Somebody here forgot to turn off the looping music. Although in retrospect, it might have been a good idea to just let it happen. But, whatever. Hello everybody! Welcome to a brand new Thursday of streams. It's me! It's your boy! The one that's, turning 30 tomorrow. I'm turning 30 tomorrow. Today is my last day as a 20-ish year old. Starting tomorrow, I'll be officially a 30-ish year old. And the stream of today is gonna be different in that I'm not gonna focus as much on like having an open mic, and not every stream can be an open mic. Let's just be honest on that end. Not every stream can be an open mic, because if every stream was an open mic, no stream of open mics would be special. Let's just leave it at that. And no, the reason I wanted to stream today, and the reason it's gonna say just talking, is because I wanted to bring you all into like what was like for me to grow up 30 years. 30 years, it's a weird prospect, you know? I guess I outlived something. I'm not particularly sure what I did outlive, but you know what? I outlived something, and I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go grab a glass of water, and once I return, we'll start with this little gaming journey of what it was like to grow with me. 30 years in games. It's gonna be very incomplete because unfortunately there is not like enough games on the Switch to like show all of my gaming history. And because I am currently not at home, so I cannot show you the other games that I grew up with. Like I cannot show you my libraries of the Wii U, the DS, the GBA, my 3DS collection, which is essentially one of my pivotal choices for best platform of all time. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a glass of water. I'll be right back. There we go. That's the glass of water that has been attained. Okay. Where should we start is a good question, because according to my parents, my earliest memories of gaming were when I was like 4. My neighbors, funny story, my neighbors had a Super NES, and they would invite us, and we would play in there. I know that at the older house, at the previous house, our babysitter also had a Super NES, and there was this kid that lived like at the end of his street. He also had an N64. And when I was 5, and I remember, I was 5 when I got the N64. And when we got the N64, we got it with no games. So what we would do is we would... Oh, hold on. I was 5 in 98. 98 means that I had up to this point in the library to test and play and try out. And yeah, so we would basically go to Blockbuster and rent games, and one of the first games I remember playing was Mario Kart 64. And the main reason that I hold Mario Kart 64 so special and dear to my heart is because we would often rent this game when my grandpa came to visit. Your first game was Piles Wing 64? Amazing! You're missing the entire context. But it's glad to have you here. It's really glad to have you here. Hold on, I don't want the audio of the game in my head. Because I have it on the speakers, so it's not a big deal. So we would rent the shit out of Mario Kart 64. We would usually play it on 50cc and just on 50cc. Because we weren't really good at it. And I remember that my mom would pick Peach, and my big sister would pick Luigi, and my dad who is not an avid gamer of Mario Kart games in general, he would pick Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is like his favorite character of all time. So that left me, and usually I would just go with Mario. I'm basic. So, in general, most of my memories playing the N64 was with my parents. It would be with my parents and my older sister. And we would just hang around on the living room. It would be very fun. Those were the simpler days. Before I knew what crack cocaine was. I'll talk about crack cocaine later on. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. So like I remember us playing the N64 mostly out of a small TV. And the one thing that I don't worry, Twitch, it ain't the real deal. They only draw. Yeah. I'll talk about it when the time comes. But no, the very first game that I got, the very first game was the next year. Interestingly enough, I wouldn't like play Super Mario 64 until I was like 10 or 11. Like back when we got to buy N64 games, the last that I got was Mario 64. But the first, and you will be like, oh, everything makes sense now, was this little game right here. Yep, this is the game I grew up with. Why do you think I'm a sociopath? This was the real kicker. This little game here saw my first curse ever. This is the game. This is the game. This is the game that we grew up with my sister and my parents. And this is also the reason why all my 4 N64 controllers have broken analog sticks that I have not been able to repair. Because we would compete with my cousins to see who would spin this motherfucker the fastest. And that was when I was like 5. I was not 6 at the time. I remember that it was like, I was like 5. Once we discovered that the minigame Stadium existed, this was basically our playground. And the reason we did so... is because the ending of Mario Party, the original Mario Party, you were supposed to get 100 stars and finish Bowser's Magma Mountain. And once you finish Magma Mountain, Bowser will steal everything from you, and you'll end up with no stars, and no stars, and no coins, and the only map that you can play is Eternal Star. And Eternal Star is scary. Imagine you're in the body of a 5-year-old, and you've been playing this game with happy thoughts, happy feelings, and then suddenly everything is a lie, and the music changes to this fucking eerie tune, and suddenly you don't want to play Mario Party anymore, and you're traumatized for life. And you really don't want to play Mario Party anymore. We stopped playing Mario Party altogether until I was like 7. When one time I approached my mom and I was like, Mom, I really need to go back. Can you help me? And together we went into Eternal Star. And we beat it. We beat Eternal Star and we recovered the title screen music and everything was awesome. Everything was cool. If I don't win, I'm gonna be upset. Come on, I did that perfectly. I have to win. Finish. Thank you. It's weird why this game is a four-player minigame. I don't understand. I don't understand why this one minigame is 4-player. Oh, that's straight into the red. There you go. There's also the fact that on this particular map you don't lose coins if you land on certain spaces. You don't win or lose coins, so you can just play safely without worrying that somebody will steal your stuff. I find it incredible how Mario Party has not brought back all of these kinds of boards ever again. Oh no, not with this controller. Not with this controller! Not with this control. No, no, I cannot make myself do this. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. Luigi, no! Ah! Fall! Fall! Fall, I say! Fall! No, you know what? Fuck it! Ah! Finish! Ouch! Ouch! Ah! You know what? Old habits die hard, you know? Old habits die hard, you know? But yeah. This was our game. This was the game that we played the most out of. You can hear the sticks suffering. Yeah, I am so sorry, little guy. You don't deserve that kind of bad treatment. But we are aware of the kind of childhood that I had, which oddly enough it's the same. It's one of the same games that my best friend has for his N64. It's like cinematic parallels. So after Mario Party, it was 1999. We would still rent some games, but most of our rentals would come on the year 2000. The 2000s were incredible for N64. Particularly, this was during the last year we went in the old house. We were at the old house. Particularly because during the 2000s, we started renting more games. You know, Yoshi's Story. This was one of my mom's favorites. My mom loves Yoshi's Story in general. I never got to try Ocarina of Time. I never understood Pokemon Snap when we rented it. And then Mario Party 2 happened, and this is my favorite N64 game of all time. Mario Party 2 is my favorite N64 game of all time. It's my all-time favorite. Nothing comes close to this. Except Pokemon Stadium 2. And you see, Mario Party created a very unconventional side effect on my psyche. Because with the one thing that Bowser does to, you know, steal all the stars and then leave the print leading to the pipe where you can only play one map, I was scared of Bowser. I was scared of him. So when we rented Paper Mario, because I never owned Paper Mario, I just rented Paper Mario. Back when we rented Paper Mario, I would be scared of the first boss. Like, oh, it's down. There we go. I would be scared of the first boss, the very first boss. And it's not like we were able to play Paper Mario that much. We just kind of had it. We just kind of had Paper Mario, like, not necessarily have it. Not necessarily have it, we just play it from rentals. And it was pretty nice. It's pretty nice playing Paper Mario, and my sister would help me with the first boss because I was scared, like legitimately scared of Bowser. I'm no longer scared of Bowser, but oh, I forgot about that. It doesn't matter, Goombario, we're already clear. We're already clear, this battle's over. I just want to play a little bit of these games at a time. There we go. I remembered that. I really like the N64 in general. I just like it. I don't love it, but it's an important part of my formative years. That I guess it's still very special to me. It's still very special. And I never had that many N64 games. Like, of the ones that are currently on NSO, if we go back to the list, of the ones that are currently on NSO, the ones that I played the most on rentals were Paper Mario, Pokemon Stadium 2, Pokemon Puzzle League, Pokemon Snap, the first Pokemon Stadium, Yoshi's Story, and Mario Kart 64. As for owned games that I would just plug in my N64 whenever I wanted to. Oh, and Mario Party 2, obviously. Mario Party, Mario Tennis, Kirby 64, and Super Mario 64. And these last two wouldn't come to my N64 until we moved to what's currently now my parents' house. So yeah, there were a lot of days when where we would just play whatever we had. And I think it's interesting that my growth with the N64 seems so awkward to many out there, because several people out there, especially people from the US, would come to me and be like, "But how come you never played GoldenEye? How come you never played Star Fox 64, F-Zero, Banjo-Kazooie, or fuck it, Majora's Mask?" And that's because I never grew up with them. They never arrived here at the stores. I remember that we wanted to rent Donkey Kong 64, and the Blockbuster that had it never specified that we needed the expansion pack to play it. And I was never able to play Donkey Kong 64, but I was able to play Mario Tennis. And me and my dad would play Mario Tennis for hours to no end. We are basically experts in doubles. The first Mario Tennis is our game. Have you never played Pilot Wing 64? I have played Pilot Wing 64. It's now my chill game. It's now my N64 chill game. I just put it in, I put in Birdman, and I just relax flying around the aisle. But, as some people would say, some things must come to an end. And the other memories that I do have is playing with the Super NES. But the Super NES is not as fondly remembered for me, because it was never my own console. I never grew up owning a Super NES. To me, the library of the Super NES only consisted of Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario World. And those were the only two games that I knew of the SNES. But I remember that my neighbors had Donkey Kong Country. And they would just invite us to play, and we would play Donkey Kong Country all day long. As far as my parents know the story, because, as I say, I was 4. My memories don't go as early as 5. So when people approach to me and are like, "But then how did you play Donkey Kong Country? If you didn't have an SNES, you do remember Donkey Kong Country. How come you played Donkey Kong Country?" Well, I've made a stream about that game before. I've made a stream about that game before. I streamed it the other day. I never knew that could happen. There we go. To me, this version of Donkey Kong Country is not the one that I grew up with. I grew up with the Game Boy Color version of Donkey Kong Country. A cartridge that I still own. A cartridge that still works. And one that was my partner of several road trips. And that I remember vividly defeating King K. Rool at the age of 8 on New Year's Eve. On a bathroom. Because God was I an anticlimactic 6-year-old. Also, I wasn't 6, I was 8. I'm still pretty much anticlimactic in all sense of the word. It's still pretty much anticlimactic in every sense of the word, but it doesn't matter to me anymore. So, big deal. I grew up with not the best version of Donkey Kong Country available to everyone out there, but the best version of Donkey Kong Country to me. Love Donkey Kong Country music. David Wise is a fucking genius. There's also another game that I grew up with on the N64. It's not an NSO, and that irks me to no end. How is that game not on Nintendo Switch Online yet? You're telling me you have Banjo-Kazooie, but you don't have Diddy Kong Racing? Blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy. Of course. Yeah, who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? You'd think I wouldn't know that shortcut? You'd think that I wouldn't know that shortcut. Just because I didn't grow up with this version of Donkey Kong Country doesn't mean that I don't know the shortcut. So anyway, the side tangent is that we still need to check one other game here. And that game is Donkey Kong Country 2. Which it says I've been playing for 16 hours. I have not played this game for 16 hours. I have been listening to its killer soundtrack for 16 hours. Because the last time I played this game, I forgot that it doesn't have auto-saving. I am such a special kind of person. I am such a special kind of person. Anyways, so that's mostly my history with N64 and Super Nintendo. When I finally got to buy an N64 for my a Super Nintendo for myself, the one game that I had was Donkey Kong Country, and that's everything that I needed. I needed nothing else, no other games. This was it. But obviously, growing with consoles with limited amounts of with a limited library, like a very limited library. I'm talking like my N64 had 5 games, and only those 5 games until like 4 or 5 years ago when I finally bought in some other games for my N64. Obviously, you fall back to emulation. And emulation was the way that I discovered Super Mario All-Stars. I think Pilot Wings. To my dismay, Kirby's Avalanche. And to my surprise, Kirby's Dream Course. And I remember playing this in the computer of some of my cousins. Afterwards, disaster struck. And I was granted access to my favorite gaming console of all time. The Game Boy Advance is a summer child that I would never abandon. I adore the Game Boy Advance with my life. I would play with my GBA so much, so damn much. You have no idea. You absolutely have no idea. I played it so much that the right button wouldn't register because I had completely tore apart. I completely tore the rubber off the contact. I played this thing to death. I still do. I still play the GBA to this day because it holds the most special memories to me. Most of my favorite games are from here, and it's a travesty that Nintendo has not put many of those hidden gems in here. It's travesty how Nintendo refuses to put more things in here. But at the very least, it does have Super Mario Advance, Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which is like... Hey, yo! Look at that Prime subscriber! Hidden gems like the streams of the Alonso. And you got to see the new alert system. You weren't here before to see those. Okay. 4 out of these, 4 out of the games in here were games that I grew up with. Games that I grew up with, owning. Hold on, I need a list from my phone. I need the list from my phone! Ah! Where are the HE double K sticks? Where are the HE double hockey sticks is my phone? Hold on. Boom. Yep, there it is. Ow. Okay, the one game that is missing in that list... I can't believe they don't have the Donkey Kong Country games here. Same! Everyone shits on the GBA versions of Donkey Kong Country. Bitch, those are some fine-ass versions of Donkey Kong Country. You would love to play the GBA versions of Donkey Kong Country. So, out of all the games on the service, if I go now to my ever-increasing list of Game Boy Advance games that I own, yeah, the only 2 games that are not here that were like formative years are Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland and Donkey Kong Country 2. That's why I go back to the DKC2 on Super NES, mostly for the music, because I like playing DKC2 more on the GBA. And, well, you don't have to hear it from me. Nightmare in Dreamland, I think extremely highly of Nightmare in Dreamland. I received my Game Boy Advance when I was 8 years old, and the one game that I got with it was Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Color. I wouldn't have a Game Boy Advance game for it until Super Mario Advance. Got this game. Everything is wonderful. Everything about this little game is wonderful. Also, when people ask me, hey, do you like the Game Boy? I have no attachment to the original Game Boy. Or the Game Boy Color, for that matter. Because most of my Game Boy experiences came from here. From the Game Boy Advance. I remember every single detail about this game. It's like I never stopped playing it. And I think I was about to become 9 when I got Super Mario Advance. I think it was during the Christmas of 2001. It has to be it's gotta be 01. It's gotta be 01. Yeah, and I go. It's so charming. It is so charming. It is absolutely charming, this little game here. There's a growth cart. because in this game you don't have mushrooms. But if you want to have mushrooms, you would have to go here. I'm still waiting for Nintendo to release the Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch Online controller. Da-da-da-da! If you pick up coins, you can then use them on the slot machine at the end of the stage. At that time, I was also not quite as versatile in English, but I kind of managed. Because you have to understand, living in Latin America, the only games that you would get were in English, so you had to manage in one way or another. I go back. This was the slowest way for me to get a life. But I got 2. I got 2 anyway. So you gotta understand, growing in South America, there weren't as many options for games because games weren't localized in Spanish, you know? So all you would get were, sometimes you would get a manual that had like instructions in Spanish. Most of the time, you would just get the game in English and just had to manage. And I do not wish that destiny on anyone. I do not wish that destiny upon anyone because those are not good things. Those are not good things to have in general. Again, I'm still waiting for Nintendo to release my Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch controller. They talk a lot in this game. Again, it's like I don't forget. Da-da-da-da. Let's get a couple of coins. It makes me so happy to play these memories with you all. But I kind of wish that I was able to show them to you through my through the platforms themselves. Like show you through my GBA, like connect my GBA and use it as a capture card or something. I would love to do that. Hold on, I missed one of the mushrooms. I think it was this one? No. No. Thank you. No. Save and quit. The one thing that I did the most is Mario Brothers. This version of Mario Brothers is everything in my formative years. Every single thing dates back to Mario Brothers. And I know a trick, because there's one trick to get an extra life, like early on, like very early on. It involves going back to phase 3, and once you're in phase 3, you're like, I kick this one, and then I kick this one. But then you, like, flip these two. Move on to the other side, and you kick both of them to get 1,600 points. And you just boop. There you go. There you go, just like that. And then this stage, this one requires a setup. If you're not careful with the setup, you're not gonna get the extra life. So you basically bump the spinies here. Careful of not toppling them over. Okay, I already didn't do it right. I already didn't do it right. Ow! Okay, hold on. I have this advantage now. So essentially you just hold them in. Just hold them in place. And then you flip them over. And just like that, you get an extra life. A lot of coins. And all you need to do is flip the last spiny and kick it. And then on the bonus stage, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's it. Every single one of the Mario Advance games that I got, I would impose it to myself to get a high score in that version's Mario Brothers. It's also funny because if you go back, like if you go back to the title screen of Mario Brothers, it says classic here. But then you go on to Super Mario Advance 4. It also says classic. But it feels like it's different. It feels like it's different. Of course, another game that I played for a long time, and you know this is a yearly tradition. You don't even have to guess. You don't even have to guess. It's Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Big shout out to the people who played this game with me. Specifically Solidity, Chris, and Mauricio. When I was a child, I was very much into Kirby. Like, Kirby represents one of the most formative experiences of all time for me. I love everything about Kirby, and every single game of it is a special case. Except the ones that are not a Kirby game. I'm looking at you, Kirby's Avalanche. That's right, you don't exist! Anyway, I had this very interesting way of playing Amazing Mirror, because I played Amazing Mirror and I always tried to replicate like the colors for all 4 players to be the same 4-player colors that you would get in Kirby 64. In Kirby 64, if you played minigames with 4 players, you would get pink, yellow, green, and blue. And those were the 4 colors that you would have. So, for the longest time, I always played with Ocean Kirby. Because if you play with Ocean Kirby, you get essentially 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue. If you bump into any of the CPU Kirbys, they'll start following you. So you can essentially assemble an army of Kirbys that will follow you if you don't let them do their thing. You just bump into them. And if you bump them while they're near a door, you can instruct them to go into that door. This, on the long run, it does nothing on the game. It's just a thing that happens. On the long run, it doesn't matter a damn thing. You can manipulate their eye? Yes! Only slightly. Only slightly. You bump into them, they'll start following you. And if you lead them to doors, you can make them enter doors with you. Or just make them enter a door. Crown Jewel goes to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. This is a work of nothing but love. And the best part about this? It's got Mario Brothers, baby! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Mario Brothers! God, every single thing about this game. If I was not playing this game with my best friend for our Let's Play channel, I would absolutely love playing every single thing about this game. If I were gonna wait to like put my GBA games on the big screen, I'll show you my save file. I did everything in that game. I got every single thing. I remember this time, I was at a diner. I was stuck in the final boss. And I would not understand what to do. Because with these kinds of games, you can just ball it. You can just ball it, and if you keep going forward, you'll eventually reach the destination that you were intended to take. What I didn't understand, and this is an advice that I would eventually follow permanently in every single one of my playthroughs of Superstar Saga, is that for the final boss, it is best if you equip items on Mario and Luigi, like their pants. If you equip a pant that makes them move first, so long as you can like assign like, I don't know, pants of what's the name? What's the name? What's the name? Pants of priority. If you can assign pants of priority to Mario or Luigi, you can essentially heal before the final boss ever gets a chance to attack you. This is also one of my formative games. Most of my humor sense comes from this stupid video game. And this is also a game that got me to not fear Bowser. Also, come on! You're telling me this is not a jam? Funny story. Funny story. Back when we still recorded the podcast we used to record. Back when we still recorded the podcast, we were essentially trying to make a big time. And I did this stupid video of me, of a loop of a video of mine back and forth to the rhythm of this game. When there was this rumor about the remake for the 3DS. It was the stupidest thing. I swear it was the stupidest thing. If Chocolate Conroy never made his Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga playthrough, I believe that I would have made it. Because I know every single secret about this game just by how much I played it. Only because of how much I played this game. Like what items you can get, what things you need to do to get certain items. And only because I played it for that long and for that much. This game is great, but damn, is Bowser's sprite in the overworld ugly as fuck. Agree. This toad has 3 messages for you if you decide to go back. Mario, Bowser isn't that way. And then he says, I've been trying to tell you he's not there, don't you listen? And finally, you know what? You're a real pest. And guess what else? You still can't go that way. And then it'll loop. If you go this way, make a precise jump, you can get a mushroom. If you talk to this guy, and go to this ledge over here, you find something precious, which you cannot check. And returning the item gives you a 1-up. If you get over here, you can get another mushroom. If you instruct this Koopa Troopa, who actually is a Koopa Troopa. It took me the longest time to know that that was a Koopa Troopa. If you instruct this Koopa Troopa to go that away, he just disappeared. Okay. Fine, whatever. Okay. If you find the mushroom, if you choose to give it back to the toad, he'll also give you a super mushroom with your regular mushroom. Luigi here doesn't have much to say, but he'll tell you where Bowser went, while telling you that he flipped you the double bird and he walked that way. This lovely old chap here. I really want a Game Boy Advance NSO controller. A Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch Online controller would be super cool. That would have been a perfect birthday gift for me. Directing the little Koopa Troopa here gives you a special dialogue that is not seen otherwise. Where the heck is everybody? If you grow up with Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, chances are you also grow up with Super Mario Bros. Z. Stop flipping me the double bird. I would play that game too, but I'm not playing that game. I think I want to reach the Fawful fight because Fawful is good. Fawful is fine. All he's bringing for Peach's rescue mission is 5 red Koopas, 5 green Koopas, and 5 Goombas. Ain't that fun? The English script is so good. Remember that these games don't have autosaving. Just as a reminder, none of these games have autosaving. Here you learn most of the actions and stuff. You can also get a couple of coins here if you're... It's been so long since I played this game solo. I've gotten too used to playing this game in 2-player with my best friend. Passports with no pictures. What are they? Immigrants?
Oh no.
Luckily he's a photographer.
Oh yeah.
Photographer. Photographic. I'm gonna take Luigi's first.
Okie dokie.
Perfect. Yep, that's how I want to look when I inevitably have to renew my my ID. There we go. Yep. If only I could take
Okay, let's go.
these kinds of pictures. It would be awesome. If you go talk to this one particular Koopa Troopa, he recognizes you. The lost guy. And he gives you another mushroom. Isn't that nice? Here's the combo tutorials. Potato potato.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
After my Game Boy Advance, which is part of a library that you're not going to see. Part of the library that you're not going to see is the games that came after the GBA. Because there's a lot that's gonna be missing, you know? Of course, most of the things that I'm gonna try and show are gonna be missing. Because, Lord forbid, I cannot show any single ounce of Pokemon in this thing. Aside from these games, I remember that I once asked my mom for a PC controller so I could play Yoshi's Island with a controller, and that was sick. That was sick. That controller lasted me for like a year or so before it tore apart because it was one of these cheap supermarket controllers for PC USB. These cheap-ish USB controllers that didn't have a D-pad but had like a D weird something. I am not particularly sure. I'm gonna swap over to the Pro Controller because now it's the time to go in full offensive. Full offensive. And the one thing that I want to go for full offensive here because I don't think there's another game that I can show. Duh! What else would it not be? 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 If I could show a couple of games that like were formative to my entire process of childhood, adolescence, and even early adulthood, I would be kicking myself in the back if I didn't show Mega Man Battle Network. But instead of going back to Battle Network 2...
Whoa, how long has it been, huh? I was about to go see what Lamb was up to.
First off, rude. Second, it's good to be back. Third,
Take it away, operator.
let's go play some Battle Network 4. I adore this stupid game. I adore this stupid game. To no end. This ugly ass Battle Network game. I love it. This stupid ass Battle Network game. I adore this stupid game too hard. Too hard. This is the worst Battle Network game. The worst. The worst. There is no lowest point as Battle Network 4. Hold on. I remember. There we go. As life would have it, Battle Network 4 is a very special game for me. It was the first Battle Network game that I paid attention to. And as a result, it's the one game that I have the best memories out of. Even if it is a stupid, fucking stupid, idiotic, stupid game. It is my kind of stupid. I will defend my stupid son with my life. Also, I have no idea what exactly I was doing here, but you know what? On these cases and these scenarios, I say fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. But I'm not gonna just exit without saving.
Great work today.
We're gonna jump again to another game. But in order for me to jump into this game, I have to make... You must have a strong aura then. Maybe. In order for me to jump into another game, I first have to talk about the next console that I got. Because the next console that I got, it was 2004. It was 04. It's either 04 or 05. One of those 2 years. And we got a GameCube. And you can immediately see the problem with the date, because getting a GameCube in 2004 means that I skipped out on nearly everything that the GameCube had to offer. I jumped into the GameCube straight with Mario Party 7. Mario Party 7 and the Game Boy Player were the only two things that I had for the GameCube for an entire year. I think that I was 12 when I got the GameCube. If it wasn't when I was 12, it was certainly when I was 11, and then a couple of years afterwards, I was able to get a game for it. And that game was the very first time I ever specified what game I wanted. That was the very first time I got to pick a game for myself. Back when games were used to be sold on supermarkets. That game was Super Smash Bros. Melee. I chose to get Super Smash Bros. Melee that day. I chose, and I chose right. I made a very good decision that day. Because Smash Brothers, I wouldn't be here without Smash Brothers. But also, that was 2006. 2006, man. It's kind of weird to gauge back the years, but if I'm not mistaken, I was either 12 or 13 when I got Smash. Being 12 or 13 means that it was either 2005, it was either 05 or 06, while Sonic fans were throbbing at the mouth. I was just having fun with Melee. And unfortunately, there is no game here that's like close enough to Melee that I can show that is similar-ish to Smash Bros. Melee. I also played several games on the GameCube. Most of the games on the GameCube that I got to play weren't exactly like heavy hitters. And I'm going to show it when I come back. Because you're gonna hear me open that door again. Alright, who's ready for a sad dose of reality? Who's ready for a small dose of reality? Because what you're gonna hear right now, one of the people that I know of won't be very happy with what I'm going to say. And I know he's not gonna be happy. God. This game has such terrible UI. Okay. Somebody is not gonna be happy with what I'm about to say here. I hate this game. I hate this game, and I have 100% completed my GameCube save file. I hate this game. I don't like Super Mario Sunshine. I don't think I ever did like it. And to me, it's that one little instance of a game where the more I tried to understand and play, the more I would be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this game? Why am I still playing this game? Get me out of here. Get me out of here. The real kickers of my childhood, if we're talking about Mario, the real kicker was when I was finally able to start playing Super Mario Galaxy, which is when we got our Wii a couple of years after the GameCube. That's also another problem. That's also another problem. Hold on. I never bothered checking with this. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. Now, Super Mario Galaxy? This game is beautiful. This is a beautiful game. Hate me all you want. I don't hear the words of wrong people. Although I do wish that they included Mario Galaxy 2 in this compilation. It's completely unrelated, but Super Mario Galaxy 2 introduced UI control with your buttons, and they couldn't retroactively add this to Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Whose decision was this? Anyways, if we're strictly talking about Mario, most of my memories with Mario are, you know, with the DS and the 3DS, the handheld side. The handheld side. Most of my memories with the Mario franchise are on the handheld side. Hey, Super Mario Sunshine Defender Force. I'm not sorry for making blasphemy out of your favorite game. But I remember that this game in particular, my little sister. My little sister, she would sit with me as I played this game. I don't particularly know if she would like to do that again. She's grown into a very, very strong and independent person. But sometimes I would wish to know if she remembers these days as vividly and as fondly as I do remember them. I tried doing the one thing that I do the best thrice, and I failed. Anybody who can get past the relatively minor hurdle is getting to a top level 10 experience with this one. Hold on, I have to go back with the chat just a little bit. I have yet to meet anybody who doesn't think this game is at least 9 out of 10 who doesn't straight up hate all motion controls. Oh yeah, true. For some reason, it's like, this game has motion controls. Therefore, it's not good. It's like, you don't have motion controls, therefore you're not good. Yeah, mechanical movement. You're not good. How do you feel about not having motion controls? Look at that, you don't have a fly meter either. You don't have flight meter either. How do you feel about that? You know? As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't feel as bad. Okay. Ah, come on, Mario. Well, that one shoots me that way. Really have to aim it? I had to aim it. Finishing blow. There we go. Now, Galaxy 2 I adore more than Galaxy 1. Galaxy 2 is a game that I love more than Galaxy 1. Also, Galaxy 2 autosaves after every star. Ain't that fantastic? Get me out of Super Mario 3D All-Stars before I start smashing every single thing in here. Ah! Let's move on to a very banger kind of game. And when I say banger, I mean it. We want to talk banger games? How about this fucking banger? Why don't we talk about this fucking banger? When we got the Wii U at our home, obviously most of the games that we played in there were... Wait, hold on. That's the one for... Okay, this is the one for multiplayer. When I hop into multiplayer with other people, this is the one we're playing for Game Shark, so this has to be my save file. Haha! Luigi! Go me! This game is Peak. Peak incarnate. We would play with my best friend.
Let's go.
With my best friend, we would go to like these Nintendo kiosks. We go to these Nintendo kiosks and play with one of our friends. We had a friend who was working for the Chilean side of Nintendo. We never knew what happened to him. We never knew what became of him, but we essentially had like the best kinds of memories playing games with him. We'd just meet up sometimes to play, play Mario Kart 7. Play Mario Kart 7. And within those same events, he would often have like a Wii U set up with Mario 3D World. We would often have a Wii U set up and we would play 3D World. And that's how I learned that I wanted to have a Wii U. While Super Smash Bros. For Wii U was a thing. I wasn't excited about Smash for Wii U because... newsflash. I hate Smash for Wii U. I hate Smash for Wii U. I hate Smash for Wii U with a burning passion. You're learning a lot about me. How do I get there? I don't think I can get there. I don't think I can get there without Cat. I cannot reach there. Was there something I missed? Ah. Maybe. Either way. So we would play this game a lot, and I mean a lot. We're playing this game a lot. Back when Sophie and I started dating, which, newsflash, it's been almost 11 years since I started dating Sophie. This is the game that we three would play, and I would play it also with my little sister. Now that she had like a conscience to play games, we would play this game with her. I don't think we had enough controllers to do that, but either way, it was very fine. It was very nice. It was very nice playing games with her. It still is very nice playing games with her. Yeah! I got it! I got the life! Okay, that's how I can do it. Okay, that's the way that I can do it. Let's have to triangle jump. That's the way I can do it. Oh no! Oh! Okay. What other things can I talk about? What other things can I talk about? I guess Smash has been like a formative experience. I guess I can talk about how Splatoon was one hell of a game for me growing up. I guess I can talk how okay, little pause. I would show this game on stream. I would show it on stream because Crash Team Racing was one of the most important games I grew up with of all time. But the problem is it's owned by Activision. This fucking game is owned by Activision. I don't endorse this. I don't endorse this. I love Crash Team Racing. I just don't like what they did to this game when Activision was like, yeah, you know, let's just introduce microtransactions in a game that doesn't need them. Fuck you! Fuck you, Activision Blizzard. Fuck you, Activision Blizzard. Actually, yeah, fuck you, Activision Blizzard. I'm gonna show Mega Man Zero ZX Collection. Because this is another game that I grew up with in a weird way. In a weird way, this is one of the games that I grew up with. It's not exactly Zero, it's ZX. Mega Man ZX was the game that I grew up with, and this one of the Mega Man games that I adore the most. If Battle Network is like my, it's like top 3 Mega Man games, ZX is number 1. Mega Man ZX is like number 1. I didn't work this hard to not harvest the power of Omega. Did I even explore this room? I don't know, I'm just having fun. Just doing whatever. Just doing whatever. I grew up with the Mega Man Zero games on my GBA and a little bit on emulators. Last year I did the stupidest thing. I finished Mega Man Zero without using a single Cyber Elf. Worst mistake of my life. Never doing that to myself ever again. What else can I talk about? I think I'm running out of games to talk. Like formative experiences that I can talk about. I guess we can just go into like Mario Tennis, maybe. But I think this wouldn't be a stream if I didn't show another side of the coin. You know? The side B to every single cassette tape. I mean the B side to any cassette tape. Because for every single game that I grew up with physically, there was a Sega game in an emulator. That I was also waiting to play. Unfortunately, none of the games that I grew up with on Sega are here. There's not Sonic 1. There's not Sonic 1, Sonic 3, or Caesar's Palace. There's not Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Not here, at least. There's Flicky, which is nice. But the lack of Sonic 3 really makes me think, damn, Sonic 2 is such a bad game. Also, Sonic Spinball is the Sonic game of all time. I think the Lords that Marijo is not in the stream. Because I've been so opinionated today. With a single element to hold me back. I have been so opinionated. You know what? Let's go into another game. Let's go into... I guess we can talk a bit about Pokemon. Because to me, Pokemon, if you know me, you already know what my favorite generation in Pokemon is. And that generation in Pokemon that I am a fan of is Generation 5. Gen 5 to me is everything, but I started in Gen 2. I started Pokemon in Gen 2, I was like 7 or maybe 10? Maybe 10 when I was first glanced with the concept of Generation 2 Pokemon. And I wanted to play it on an emulator, and then one fateful day when I was like 16, a classmate of mine was selling his GBAs because he was the real Pokemon player that had both games and more than one console, so he could make trades with himself. And he sold both of his GBAs, both of his SPs. One was sold to me and one was sold to another friend of mine. I got the better deal because I got the NES GBA SP. And that's when I grew up. That's when I knew Pokemon Gold was my jam. I was 16. Let this be clear. I was 16 years old when I finally started playing Pokemon. And the game that I started playing was Pokemon Gold. Right on the dawn of Pokemon Heart Gold releasing for the DS, I started playing Pokemon Gold. So it's not a game from my childhood. The reason that I love Generation 2 is not because it's my childhood game. It's because it was my first Pokemon experience and it wasn't that bad. Now, granted, with retrospect, you can always be like, oh, in retrospect, I guess Generation 2 was not as bad as I thought, was not as good as I thought it would be. But I've been playing Gen 3, and Gen 3 has been so mid. Like, I'm sorry, it's just, I'm sorry, it's incredibly mid. But the music's fire. The music's fire. Let's not lie to ourselves. But if we're talking about Pokemon, might as well talk about these two. And how dreadful I am towards a remake of my favorite generation of all time. I dread the day. Because I know something about it will mess it up. Something will mess it up. Okay. I think it's best if I start talking more about the adult years of the Yop Alonso. And I know that most people here would be like, oh, but that story we already know. We already know you from those years. I think it was 2008 or 2000. It can't be 07. It has to be 08 or 09 because Brawl was releasing very soon. And Brawl was one of the games that I wanted to play the most on the Wii. On the Wii, yeah. So it was one of those 2 years that I got the Wii. And the thing is, home consoles were for everyone, but handhelds were personal. And that was a very terrible mistake that my parents had to make. I never really got to experience the library of the Game Boy as much as I wanted to, because most of my games on the GBA were games for GBA, and I still to this day have not played Link's Awakening. I have not played the Wario Land games. I have not played the Oracle games on real hardware. I have not played Metroid 2. I played Gargoyle's Quest, but I played it here. And Tetris, I never played Tetris on Game Boy. I played Tetris. The Tetris game that I played was, what the hell does it look like that? Oh, it's Game Boy Pocket. Okay. Oh, it was Game Boy Pocket. Okay. It looks so dull. The version of Tetris that I grew up with were these little machines that had like 1,000 games in them. If you've never seen them, they're essentially these little tiny machines that have like 1,000 games in them. But they're not 1,000 games, they're just one single game that's like repeated with several different variants. It's not exactly like all of them are Tetris. All of them were using like the engine. There's big words. Oh no. I'm back to this situation again. But now I'm better prepared. But no, Tetris this was not a game that I would grow up playing like a proper release version of Tetris. The Tetris that I would play would be the Tetris on these knockoff machines that had like 1,000 games in them, and one of those games was like racing themed. It was very, very weird, but not bad. Not exactly a bad game. Just weird. No, I'm just gonna block it right there. Start improvising. Improvising. Ain't that a cool thing? So no, my formative years with the Game Boy weren't exactly like all of the Game Boy library at the tip of my hands. One of my best memories was indeed getting like an EverDrive-esque kind of cartridge, which is when I got my Easy Flash 4, which is a cartridge that still works to this very day. I am so happy that my Adolescence Easy 4 still works. It has not once decided to abandon me. Not yet. It's still saying, yup, I have so much love and life to live. And so many games I still want to play with you. I guess if I would be like, you know, if I were to be an ungrateful bastard, I would be... maybe thinking that the library I could have grown up with was all I could get. And if I look back on those years, if I look back on my formative years, I would say that my parents did a fucking banger of a job. Like, every single day I would be like, my parents did an incredible job with the library that they gave me. Because I can be like one day saying to my mom, you know, I kind of wish that I had Smash 64 growing up. And it's unfortunate that I wasn't able to. But it doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't bother me anymore. The library that I grew up with, while not perfect, well, not exactly like the library that I wanted to have, was the library that I got to have. And it's fine. It's absolutely fine. If anything, I would have to thank my parents for introducing me to gaming in general, because if it wasn't because of their decisions, if it weren't because of them trying to find a way for me to just do something different, I wouldn't be where I am now. And it's almost poetic how most of my life has been a back and forth. And it's always with people who love games in general. It's always with people who love games in general, and that's the kind of people that I want to interact with. I don't want to interact with someone who has like a big ass collection, or someone who's cleared every single kind of game ever existed. That ever existed. I want to hang out with people who love video games. And it's getting tough to find someone like that. someone who's not like all in your face, like, oh yeah, I've been in games since I was 5 years old. What have you done with your life? It's getting hard to find people that are genuinely passionate about video games just because they're video games. It's always about the achievements and the numbers. I don't know. To me, it's less about the numbers and more about the experience. I've always been an advocate for the experience of a game. Somebody who's not a giga nerd about it. Oh, somebody who uses them as a form of validation. I just want to keep on engaging with people who love games as much as I do, because loving video games is what prompted me to become a game designer. Loving video games is what made me decide to become a game designer. To throw every single thing of my engineering careers, of my path to become a math teacher, to throw them off the board because I wanted to make games. I wanted to make games. I wanted to pursue this world. And I don't know. I don't know. I guess to me it's more about meeting people who are on the same wavelength as I am. But one thing that I do want to note is that I want to meet more people who know what they're talking about. That's a pet peeve of mine. If there's one thing that I hate more than a dumbass, it's a dumbass who pretends to know what they're talking about. And that's always been like that. It's always been like that. It's always been like that. It's the one kind of person that I hate the most. Like, don't pretend that you care. Just tell me that you don't give a fuck, and I'll be over with it. Okay, it's done. Okay, going back. Somebody who's not a giga nerd about it. Oh, somebody who uses them as a form of validation as opposed to them being about experiences and of course about recreation. At the end of the day, we all love games. It's one thing to not know everything. It's another to act like you know everything. I always say that I am an avid ignorant. That I will never pretend to know something that I don't know. Alonson. Because it doesn't make sense. Okay, there are no spins. I just wanted to make sure. You can clip that if you want. So if I wanted to have a talk with you, and this is getting into the personal elements of Yap Alonso. If I wanted to have a talk with you, I won't understand everything, and will most likely allow you to lead the conversation if you definitely show and care about what you're talking about. Because there's nothing worse than hanging out with someone who is going to pretend that they know just to blend in. I know that because that's happened to me multiple times across my formative years. I've known that, and it's the worst kind of feeling, and you never want to reach that point. You never want to reach the point where what you think is a facade. I always say this out of a joke, and I'm very glad that it's been getting lightly eradicated because so many people are like coming out of their Kingdom Hearts closet or something like that. But when I say that it's been hard to grow up as a Kingdom Hearts fan, you have no idea. It's been extremely hard to grow up as a Kingdom Hearts fan. Because nobody I know of would play it. Nobody I know of would share the exact same of passion that I had for the games. In a way that was similar to what I had for the games myself. And during many years, I felt alone. I felt alone with the games that I liked. Because it's one thing to feel like you're an outcast. It's another thing to feel like you've been shunned. And that's what I think happened to me. I felt like I was shunned. You can only imagine how hard I cried when Sora was revealed for Smash. And that's the most interesting part. I haven't even talked about the impact that Super Smash Bros. Has had on my life in general. I might not be a professional Smash player, but god damn. God damn. I remember going to my best friend's house for Evo season, and we would just play, and we would just watch the tournaments in there. Nowadays we do a similar thing, but we just watch the most important stuff. Like, not even watch the whole tournament. We would just watch like the brackets for whatever game we just feel like watching. There was one year where Pokken was in, and that was very exciting. That was very exciting. Pokken was a very, very short-lived tournament game. It was very nice seeing Pokken thriving, even if just for a little bit. It's kind of crazy talking about that, like, now. And if this has been boring to you, I apologize. I apologize. I'm particularly new in this kind of like talking and getting things out of your system kind of streams. If anything, I hope this helps you understand me a little bit better. Because at the end of the day, what I want is for us to get to know each other. And maybe tomorrow or the day after, we can just play some games. If my VTuber age is my real age, then my VTuber right now is still 29 years old. Just for the record. If my VTuber age is the same as my normal age, then yes, I'm still 29 years old. And not because in some place like, I don't know, that is gonna wing a name. Not because it's already the 13th in Midwest Asia does it mean that it's already my birthday. Like, let's not confuse things. Let's not get things confused. Also, if you're a friend and you know I'm talking about you, know that I also love you. But I wouldn't date you. I wouldn't date you. I wouldn't date you. Let's not get that out of hand. I wouldn't date you. I've already been dating for 10 years. This is just like me spouting words. Since I brought up this topic out of nowhere, out of mere whim. But even if I wanted to start a new relationship, I don't think I would ever be able to. I don't think I'd ever be able to start a new relationship because the one that I have right now is so special that I don't think I'll ever want anything else. And I'll try for the longest time of my entire life to find something that ignites my passion in the same way that my current relationship with Sophie does. And I'll lament every single day of my existence because I will never be able to find something that is quite like that. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. It's also that's also why when I did the thing of what is allowed and what is not allowed, I did not allow for ships on drawings. If you want to make a drawing of me, you're not technically allowed to make a drawing that's like me being flirtatious or you know, physically close to another VTuber, because I am not particularly fond of those kinds of interactions, because the only person I really want to have that sense of physical closeness is my fiance. And so sorry if you had any ideas. I'm sorry if you had any ideas, but I'm a taken person. It's funny how Tetris just gets me to talk about stuff like that. There's something about Tetris. The one game that I never grew up playing with. I never grew up with playing. It's hard to play this Tetris. Yeah, there we go. People tend to get weird about that stuff. Yeah. I got away from the L. I don't know. I'll open up an AMA session now. You're now allowed to ask me anything. You're now allowed to ask me anything you want. Because I've been living for 29 years. I've been living for 29 years. You deserve a little bit of knowledge if you want to know something from me. But keep it PG-13. I do not want to get my channel canceled this morning or the next. Either way, formative years. Even though I love Mario Kart, and like Mario Kart is my favorite sub-franchise of the Mario games in general, I cannot pinpoint exactly which Mario Kart I like the most. I feel the closest to Mario Kart 64, and I'm aware that I love Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Though I think I love Mario Kart 8 a little bit more than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And you've ever been on a way that's like, fuck it, we ball? Fuck it, we ball. I don't remember how to play this game.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
This game
Persona
is
4 Arena Ultimax.
incredible, by the way. If you haven't played Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, you deserve yourself a pat on the back and a kick on your butt. You should go and play Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Okay, why do I boot up Persona 4 Arena Ultimax?
To the Velvet Room.
I'm gonna do my best. Picture in your head your own appearance as well as your alter ego, your persona.
That one was too pink. Doesn't matter. And then rallies appearing nobody. Ha! I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it.
I wish you good luck.
The antisocial poet of the Hollow Forest, Marie!
I absolutely get it. Okay, so when I was in college, and now this was while I was studying game design, I met so many cool people. I met my best friend when I was on my first career. I met I met Sophie when I was in my second career, and during my my third career.
That's enough. Persona. Here goes. That's enough. Please. I don't want you to suffer. Really? No. There's Persona down. Tired of this. Next. Here goes. Really push. Really. You serious? Persona. Here goes.
And we would. And we would also, God, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay. Smash 4, Persona. Those were the years I discovered Persona. 4 Arena Ultimax is amazing. Weak, strong, Persona weak, Persona strong. There we go.
That's enough.
Marry.
Round is over.
Those were the years I discovered Persona, and my life has never been the same. Our fighting game project used Persona as an inspiration. Ow. Okay. Okay, back to the thing. Persona. It's a cool franchise.
What a captivating match! It's useless. Oh, we're leading with the battle is joined now. Really push out. Here goes. Really pushing me. Can't lose this one.
How was the finishing? How was the finisher? Okay, hold on.
I'll show you who I am.
Oh! Oh, I did it!
I am Izanami no Miku. I grant mankind what they yearn for.
I did it. Teddy's fucking dead!
What is your wish?
Marry.
Teddy fucking died!
A bitter victory.
How many times do I have to
A
tell?
worthwhile victory.
How many times do we have to tell?
Lonely fighters. Adieu.
How many times do we have to tell Atlas that we want Persona 5 a fighting game?
Next is game 2.
How many times do we have to say
It's just getting started.
we want Persona 5 fighting game? How many times? How many? How many? Come on. How many times?
Let's move on. I feel like lazy dimensions.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm looking forward to a Here goes. Here goes. Turn this into a victory. Really pushing me. Really. Ready? Go. This way? Really pushing you. Now! Swipe. Really. Hey!
Oh no.
Boom. We got this.
Okay. Good. Now I'm just gonna go play games.
Marry.
Careless? They lost the round.
I'm just gonna go play a game.
2. Fight.
It's a new round. Are you serious?
Hold on.
Pushing me. They're completely on the offensive. Not even kidding. Hey, really close. Ciao.
Okay.
Will this turn the It's still standing. That's enough. This way? Has the battle been decided?
Boom.
Now, will they go for the kill? This way? Will it all be over in moments?
Okay.
I won.
Your abilities are clear.
Yay.
I have won. That won't waver. That's because I'm... What was I?
That's this is the only main that I use in this game.
Here goes.
I don't like the final
The
match.
hall is charged with excitement.
This game also sounds very loud. It's fun. It's fun. This game sounds very loud.
Next is game 3. Let's get hyped.
Let's get it going. It's game 5. Oh, Fate Farm is already available.
Everything sucks.
Round 1. Fight.
My face wide open. Wide open. Bye bye. Wide open. Wide open. Bye bye. There. Bye bye. Another. Wide open. Wide open.
Hold on.
No. Stop it. Wide open. Wide open. Why don't you get it? What a fierce attack. This might hurt. That really hurts. Let's go, Kaguya. Let's go, Kaguya. No. Stop it. There. That really hurt. Wide open. Bye-bye. Garda. You failed. Goodbye.
There you go.
I'll give you more.
Marry.
That's not good.
Win. Round 2. Fight.
This might hurt. All up. Yes. Bye bye. Wide open. Wide open. This might hurt. The opponent corner. You're really pushing me. I failed. I failed.
Wait. You can do aerial grabs?
I failed. I failed. I failed. Stop it.
Oh, you can do aerial grabs. Okay.
You're really pushing me. You're really pushing me.
Ah, I forgot.
There. Wide open. No. Stop it. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Such wide open. Bye-bye. No, can't believe this. The opponent's still standing. Garda, has the battle been decided? Stop it.
Damn it.
Ready for this?
There we have it.
Goodbye. Go back to where you came.
They lost. What an idiot.
Surprised by the results?
What a loser.
You
Okay,
and I
there we
are
go.
both lonely fighters. Adieu.
Ho-ho! Who do we have here?
I don't know exactly what it is about this game. I just like good fighting games.
Souls!
This is a good fighting game. If you hear opinions from someone who's opinionated, don't believe him. I specifically say him. Don't believe him.
Are game number 4.
What lies ahead?
Shadow U is weird.
I can't believe this. Stupid jerk, I hate you!
Round
Let me fight.
This might hurt. It failed. Come, no! Stop it!
Come on. What if I just...
Let's go! Stop it! Come, Kaguya! One rush! It failed. Wide open! Wide open! Wide open! Goodbye!
There we go. Yeah.
Hands off!
Marry.
That's not good.
Wait. Wrong.
You can learn a lot about me and the characters that I like. Oh, that's a getaway too.
I failed.
Nope. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. I am.
Marry. Lose. Final.
Oh no, he approaches too fast. You senpai, no, don't do it. Ah.
Still up. That really hurt. Let's go, Kaguya. Wide open. That really hurt. Can't believe this. Stop it. This might hurt.
There we go.
Wide open.
Ah.
Goodbye. Goodbye to you.
And there we go. We continue on.
Your abilities are clear.
You and I are both lonely fighters.
It would have pinpoint a game that I would like everyone to play. It's Kid Icarus Uprising. It's not on the Switch. It hurts me every single day. It's not on the Switch. The Kid Icarus Uprising is not on the Switch. It's a fact that hurts me to this very day. But yeah, our title defense
Let's take
to earn our game design career was indeed a fighting game that used Persona 4 Arena Ultimax as our main reference. Oh, come on.
You're really pushing me. Awakening. This won't be that easy.
There we go.
I've already won this.
What is KHU? What is KHU?
Wrong.
It's not Kid Icarus. Okay. Kid Icarus Uprising is never coming to other platforms. Maybe on the Switch too. But it's never coming out on the other platforms.
What a shocking
Which makes me very sad because I made so many new friends with Kid Icarus Uprising. I love that game. If the Switch 2 is real, there's two things that I want.
explosive.
There's two things that I want on the Switch 2. One is real ports of Kingdom Hearts games because those hurt. Those hurt the Switch
Diving right in.
to no end.
Very well. Come.
Round one. Fight.
There we go.
I bring you Megadola.
Marry.
That's not good.
So again, if Kid Icarus Uprising is one of those games for the next Switch, and the next Switch has the power for real Kingdom Hearts ports,
Here goes. Here goes. Next.
I don't want to cancel into one more. Okay, back to the thing. If a Switch 2 is happening, I really want Kingdom Hearts ports
Is
on
anyone
the Switch
surprised
2.
by the results?
This frog isn't the one I know of.
I really want the Switch 2 to have proper Kingdom Hearts ports. If the rumors about it having natively run stuff like Final Fantasy VII Remake on it, then I would really love for Kingdom Hearts to have native ports on the Switch 2. And
The party isn't stopping.
the Switch 2 having native ports of
One. Fight.
Oh, what is this?
I'm over here.
Ah!
Marry.
Round is over.
Lose. Round 2. Fight.
Things are
Good. I should have tossed it out.
You serious? You serious?
It's coming.
Another run! These are creating their moves. Ready?
Now get rid of it.
That's a please. I don't want you to suffer. Kaguya, now! Now! Kaguya, now! Please. Are they out of
Oh, wait, I'm shocked.
I won't lose. Stay away! This probably hurts. You're boom. This way?
What, again?
Can't lose this fight. Ready?
It's coming.
Ready?
There you go.
Ready to give up?
Marry.
That was a complete
Quit.
defeat.
I have to win a second round.
Final. Fight.
Time to go. This probably hurts. This probably hurts. Stay away! Swipe. What? This way? Here goes.
So good, what?
Kaguya! Gotta be kidding.
Get rid of you.
Ah!
Kaguya! That's enough.
Take this off. It's coming.
The opponent's still standing. Persona. Kaguya, decided. Persona.
Hold on. Oh, I couldn't make it. I couldn't make the super.
I won. A round of applause.
I wanted to do the super. Is the final fight?
A total reversal. Your abilities are clear.
This fog isn't the one I know of.
I wasn't able to get the special that I wanted to make.
Just a few
Oh,
moments until
it's
the
Elizabeth.
gong of fate rings.
Every single hit Elizabeth hits you with is a negative penalty, which is unfair.
I want to see what lies beyond all this fog. Is this one of those duels?
Round 1. Fight.
Come, Thanatos. That really How about this one? Draw. How about it's mine? Come, Thanatos. Draw. Stop. That really hurts. Here it is. Full
Oh,
swing.
come on!
How about this one? You have fumbled. Now going up. Oh, it's my turn. Really? Summoning Thanatos. It's my turn. It's that I thought. I'll return the favor. Now going up. It's my turn. Here it is. Summoning Thanatos.
Oh, come on!
Danger.
Come on!
Charging up my strength.
Round 2. Fight.
Is that so?
Ah, yep, negative penalty.
Really hurt. Summoning It's my turn. Here it is. It's my Here it is. You have Persona. Really? You did not cheer like Persona. Oh dear. Oh dear. You have Why don't you get it? Now what will come in? Black card. Harass. Stop it. Harass. That really hurts. Touch me if you can. Go. My gosh. This is very similar. The excitement. Double time. White card. Persona. Guard up. Guard up.
Hold on. So it's forward.
danger. Breaking news. Danger. Please keep your It's my turn. Summoning. Now, what will come out? White card. Rise up, fire. Ask me if you can. How about draw? Here's my black stripe.
Oh, come on!
Oh my! Is that so? Draw. This is very stimulating. Tell all opposition. It's my stop it. Draw. You have company. You have allegiance.
No!
Now going up. Here it is. Draw.
No! Ah!
My God!
God damn it!
This is for him.
Elizabeth having a special that heals her doesn't feel fair.
Softly slumbering heart. The story doesn't end here, right?
I'll just continue once. If I cannot beat her, I'll jump to another game.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I wish you good luck.
Do you think I would have another choice? No, it's Mary or nothing.
Today's clash is nearly underway!
It's Mary or nothing. I don't have any other characters. I don't know how to use other characters.
With this
Round one. Fight!
Draw! Draw! Rise, Hellfire! Breaking news! Danger!
Oh, come on.
Both win! They do! You have no! You have it! It's my turn! Ascend! Some amazing! Last card! Draw! Towering ice wall! Draw! Stop it! Draw! How about
17 hits!
ice wall! Draw! Stop it! It's my turn! Here it is! Summoning towering ice wall!
Oh, come on! Jesus Christ!
Taking out my strength!
Round two. Fight!
Summoning breaking news! Danger son! You have no! Oh, stop it! Is that so? Draw! How about Thanatos? Stop now it! Going up! Great force lightning! Great force lightning! Come, summoning Thanatos!
Ah, Jesus!
Now going up! Great force lightning! Let go! Now what will come out? Last card! Summoning Thanatos! Go! Here I go! That really hurt! Thanatos! Passing through! White stripe! White stripe! Stop it! This will be not your light. How about that? Right here! No! My gosh! Summoning Thanatos! How about her son? Here it is!
Okay, no.
Come, Kaguya! Please keep your head. Draw! Her son. Is that so? This is very similar. Is that so? Draw!
Ah.
Danger!
Okay, let's jump into another game. We're gonna be doing that for a while. And I don't think I have any other game I want to jump into more than... Really, relatively speaking, I think I've been through every single game that matters to me. Except for one. And that one game... It's gonna count for multiple. Ah! That one last game is gonna count for multiple games. Because, we gotta save the best for last. And I've already played Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 the other day. So now, the one game that I want to jump into the most, and the one game I want to end this whole journey through gaming, is the one game that I care about the most. I care about this game because with this game I have access to several of my favorite franchises, several of which I've been a fan either thanks to this game or this game has fed me enough to care about those franchises and become a fan of them. Oh! Oh, wait! You mean to tell me that tomorrow, starting at 3 in the morning, there's gonna be a Smash tourney that's only going to be about princesses? And princess. And only princesses and princess and royalty. Everything about is royalty. I get to play in a tournament where I'm guaranteed my victory with the one character I know how to use the most. Interesting. Let's jump into a tourney. This is the reason that why I wanted to play Ultimate now. Because Ultimate is the only way that I can like showcase Pit and Sora in one single swoop.
Time. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Ha. Fire. Yeah. Ha. 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 Back off. Take this. Oh. Yeah. Hey. Oh, thunder. Oh, hey. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Oh, hey. Hey. Oh. Hey. Get it. Yeah. Hey.
Ah, I tried doing something. It didn't work. Okay. So it's 4v4. Christian is in this match. And also Hunter and Brianna. I think they're all AI. I don't care. I'm going to play Sora. This is the equivalent of Kingdom Hearts in this formative stream. Kingdom Hearts represents everything in my life that has gone well.
3, 2, 1, go!
Take this. Take this. Fire. Take this.
What? Oh, dang. I don't see a score. Oh, that was so cheap. That was so cheap. Oh my god. And there we have it! And there we have it! Well, it couldn't have been any other way. And on the other side, we will have Ryu. It's Yap Alonso versus a Christian. I know how to defend myself. There we go. Okay, I'm +2. Oh, okay, I'm +1 now. Oh, this is gonna be evil. Evil. Absolute evil. Goodbye. Time for me to skyrocket into the infinity. Yes! God, I love this little child. This little summer child. Yay! I win! I win the pre-birthday party tournament. I won the pre-birthday party tournament. Okay, since I cannot play a Kingdom Hearts game on stream because Square Enix is quite the classy kind of developer, this will have to do. My childhood friend left a very, very, very good score. And I haven't been able to match it with any single one of my characters. Square is not really good with their soundtracks. Oh, come on. Stay out of this. There we go. Fire. But at least we have this. I know Square's gonna be very mad at me if I end the stream with one of my best things that I've ever done on this channel.
Ready? Go!
Oh, look at that. Finished with a limit, baby. Sonic Blade is the only limit that Sora has as part of his basic moveset. Everything else is either a combo modifier, a combo finisher, or magic.
Ready? Go!
Oh, what? What? Oh, come on.
Continue.
Oh, come on.
Final results.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Classic mode.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one again. I just need to, stage builder. And then... Villain's Veil. And now I have to... yeah. I have to put something that won't get me copyright striked. Because what I want to do... Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, baby! Environmental noises! Because what I want to do is a throwback. What I want to do is a throwback to one of the best things that I ever did in this channel. Which you already know what it is. Hold on. I just want to do it once. You already know what it is. You already know what it is.
Stamina battle. Sora.
You already know what this is. And I know Square's gonna have like a heart attack if I use the song that would correspond to this.
Go.
Take this! Yeah! Cha! Ha! Take this! Hey! Ha! Ha! Hey! Take this! Take this! Fire! Ha! 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 Thunder! Yeah! Freeze! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Yep. Ah.
There! Fire!
Ah.
Thunder! Hey! Ha! Yeah! Cha! Oh! Ha! Hey! Hey! Freeze! Ha! Fire! Yeah! Hey! Cha! Hey! Thunder! Yeah! Ha! Oh! Ha! Ha! Gotcha! Ha! Ha!
Oh no! Ah! Ah! Okay. This is serious stuff now. This is serious stuff now. I managed to drain less than 200 of his health. Or I think a little bit more. It's been so long since I last tried this.
Stamina battle. Sora.
The Sephiroth challenge, everybody. Though, let me check on something. It should be on the highlights of the channel, I think. Should be here. Or if it's not, it should be on my channel. Like, my actual channel. Copyright? Recoded? Oh, recoded, okay, obviously. I have to go back so far. So far, oh my god. No, it's way after that. Watching Smash trailers, Tuesday World, Black Nuzlocke, Tuesday World, Multiverses, Minecraft, Xenoblade X, Awfully Thursday stream. Did I never make that stream? Saturday stream lobby. The Super Mario Maker movie. Rising. I don't believe that I never made that video. Because I believe I did. Highlights. Maybe I have it here on my folder. It's gotta be in here somewhere. That's what I'm trying to say. It's 200 HP. Okay. It's 200 HP. Okay. Sephiroth! Sephiroth! You're about to fall.
3, 2, 1, go!
That was BS. Okay, it's 200. How much did I damage Sephiroth? 213. Okay, 213 is my highest peak right now.
Stamina battle, Sora!
Every day I thank Sander Mobus for saying the name Sora in Smash Brothers.
3, 2, 1, go!
What was? That was so weird.
Game!
その痛みで私を思い出せ。
290. That's my new height. If I can win this fight, I swear I'm gonna upload it to YouTube
Stamina battle,
with proper Kingdom Hearts UI things.
Sora!
Because environmental noises does not make this to the other side. Sora, please, turn around. A lot of the tension of this battle is lost. Ah, come on. Ah. Oh, no, no, you won't. Okay, how much until I just call it quits? One more try. One more try. One more try. I got over 300. One more try. One more try. One more try. No spirits. No cheats. No items. No partners. Although, you know what? Actually, no! I do know what! I cannot fight this battle with party members or summons. Because it's only me. Come on. I did less than before, and I thought I had a very strong lead. I don't even.
Stamina battle Sora.
I don't even. This is legitimately like the level 1. No, level 1 would be like... Oh my goodness gracious.
目だは食らえ。
Yeah, this time I just... What the fuck? Man. Seriously? Okay, I'm not level 9, level 1. I still do think that 200 HP is like... the good amount. It's gotta be the good amount. I'm gonna die again. A painful, very, very, very painful death. Again. Man. Come on! If this were to work, I would have to delete 250-ish HP of Sephiroth for every 50 health that I have. And I don't even have heal. I don't even have items with me. I don't even have items with me. I think that's the worst part. I don't even have anything with me. I'm naked. Hold on.
Take this. Fire. Take this. Thunder. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Ha ha.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Fire. Thunder. Ha. Ha.
Ah.
Ha. Oh. Ha.
Okay. Okay. Ah. Oh, come on. No. Oh, come on. No. Oh, I'm gonna die. I died again. Okay. Yep. Oh boy.
何度でも導いてやる
Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? Okay, I've had a lot of fun, actually. If I'm particularly honest with you. I didn't even read how much HP I depleted of Sephi. God damn it, Sephi. Anyways, starting from as of tomorrow, if this is not the date that you're watching this video, as of the next day, I'm officially 30. I am officially 30, and at the end of this stream, I'm still 29. So if this is a time capsule for you, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. So I suppose we should say goodbye to the stream now. I'll be here for more than just 30 years. I've already survived 30 years. What's 30 more? I've already survived 30 years. What's 30 more? Have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you next week. Take care. You're all the best. And goodbye.